I hate that every single fucking time you look something up on Google now, you have this AI overview shit that's the first thing that pops up. Whenever I see someone unironically use this as a source to back up whatever they're claiming, I can't help but laugh in their face. Even if I actually agree with what they're saying and or all of the information presented in the AI overview is correct, I can't help but still have that knee-jerk reaction because you've demonstrated that you give zero shit about actually looking up sources for yourself. But the AI overview feature does feature the sources it's grabbing its information from, usually. So you can look at those sources it presents and then compare it to other sources it didn't use to fact check and make sure the information is correct. Okay, let's be real here. How many people actually do that? I'm willing to say this with all of the confidence in the world. 99% of people who rely on the AI overview to feed them information are not double checking to see if the AI is correct, nor are they actually looking at the sources it gives them. Because most people just want a quick answer to whatever it is they're inquiring about. They don't give enough of a fuck to look at multiple different sources to make sure the information that is being shoved in their face first is correct, and that's dangerous because this AI overview feature is an amalgamation of multiple different sources. It attempts to streamline what multiple different sources have to say, even if they may contradict each other, and can provide very hit or miss conflicting information, or information that is so bad and so off the mark that it's laughable. For example, I remember seeing this in the Bob Dylan subreddit a while ago. While there isn't a definitive official weight for Bob Dylan, it's widely speculated that he weighed around 6 or 7 pounds. Hey, he's short and scrawny, or at least he was for much of the 60s, but I don't think he's ever weighed anywhere near 6 or 7 pounds. But I know what's most likely the case. The first source to pop up here is a Reddit thread. And it's Reddit, so I'm sure there were quite a few snarky answers in the comments, and that's what the AI pulled from. And I know, that was a bit of an extreme example. No sound-minded person is going to believe that a grown adult weighs anywhere near 6 pounds. I know. The point is, this AI is prone to getting very obvious information wrong. And more often than not, it can be wrong in far more subtle ways that one wouldn't know about unless they had fact-checked that information themselves. Which again is unfortunately something that most people don't want to be bothered to do. And it's depressing. We're collectively surrendering our critical thinking skills over to faulty AI that is obviously not going to fact-check itself or double-check any sources it's fed. It's programmed to just gobble up whatever it's fed and then spit that information back to you in a concise fashion and expects you to buy whatever it tells you without question, which is what most people seem to do. This technology incentivizes people to become intellectually lazier and less curious. Why think for yourself and seek out information for yourself when you could just be holding yourself to whatever the AI overview tells you, or whatever ChatGPT tells you, or whatever Google is hawking now tells you, Gemini I think it's called. And if any of the information they provide is wrong, whatever, it's not like our users really give much of a fuck about thinking for themselves anyway, so they'll just happily accept whatever is spoon-fed to them. I hate how this technology has pervaded so many facets of life. It can think for you. It can be your creative outlet without you having to learn how to be talented in fucking anything. It can be your friend. It can be your partner. It can be your deceased loved one even, which, ooh, I think I might make a video about that someday. It can take your job and leave you out on the fucking street. It can make pictures and videos for you. You get the gist. And yes, I know there are ways to circumvent the AI overview bullshit like extensions that block it. I have one for my computer. It is a godsend. But I still see that shit on my phone because I just use Safari on my iPhone, which you can't enable extensions on that, I don't think at least. So I still see that shit all the fucking time whenever I'm searching something up on my phone or my iPad. Sometimes I like to look up things relating to personal matters in my life and look up other people's experiences with said personal matters, like, say, social anxiety, for example. And then I see the AI overview bullshit at the top saying something like, people on Reddit have shared their experiences regarding social anxiety, and I'm immediately like, I don't give a fuck what a bot who can't relate to the human experience one iota has to fucking say about social anxiety. Or its cold, lifeless summary of what other people have to say about their own social anxiety. I'd rather read what real human beings have to say about real human experiences, thank you very much. And this is a problem that runs much deeper than just, oh, this feature is annoying, I wish which Google themselves allowed you to turn it off. It's part of a larger problem of AI collectively dumbing down society and stripping them of critical thinking. I know, even way before the AI overview feature existed, there were plenty of people out there who would just blindly believe whatever the first result on Google would say, whether it's right or wrong. But at least back then, there was a little bit more of an incentive to scroll through different results and see what each result has to say, because at least back then, there wasn't an AI at the top of damn near every fucking search result, spoon-feeding people information that may or may not be correct. But it doesn't matter, because thinking hurts for a lot of people now, and they'll just blindly believe whatever the first thing they see tells them. Just be a little more inquisitive, and don't completely surrender your thinking to AI, and most certainly do not trust AI as a valuable source of information. That's the moral of the story, really. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Bye-bye.